don't make no difference. Rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Left field, call it Babe Ruth.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, two of the best defenses in the NFL will be in action. Each ranks in the top 10 in fewest points allowed. It's the Steelers going up against the Eagles. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. And they'll go on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Wentz now to throw. He's got time. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a game. Gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Will Monday now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come out in the pistol. They come up in an offset eye. Wentz to throw on second down. Going up top. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. In the first quarter, already up 2-0. Defense does its job. Now we'll see what the offense can do.
Without a doubt, the defense came ready to play. Gave them an early advantage. Gave them a possibility of increasing things. Now let's see if the offense can hold up their end of the bargain.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, look at the juke. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Third and goal now. Ball on the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Detroit! No. Check. Patrick!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a look at the defense now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And his kick is good. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll run it here. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So the offense has it first and 10. On first down, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Steelers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it?
And now look at him go. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They find some open field here. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And that's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, here we go.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there as as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. Now loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it. That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it. Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it? But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend. Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. No gain, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do. But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board. Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive? We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hurry up. Here we go.
Wentz to throw on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source. You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end? It was somebody like you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And down to the 11. Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye.
No, check. Patriot. Set. Detroit. Set. Clean.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On first down, Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. 85 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to come.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Finding time. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is that...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Surveying the field. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cutback, right sideline. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Wentz now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Wentz. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pitt,